Surprise, surprise. Up next. Yeah, if you want some chips. Up. There's nice catch. All right, we got volume on them. Can we get a check? All right, make some noise.
Check. We're back. This one's working.
That one's good. We still need Brandon, but I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna give it up to the man who actually has a working microphone, Mr. Aaron Clark.
There we go.
Thank you. Hey, give it up for Mike Jonjak, you guys. Give it up for everybody you've seen so far. All right, I've got a story for you guys tonight. You guys ready for a little story time? All right. You can go ahead and cue me. Somebody want to cue me? Be my slide guy? Gotcha. All right. So I'm going to start this story off. Thank you. All right. Hell yeah, dude. I'm going to start this one off by asking you guys, have you guys ever tried to be supportive and it goes horribly, horribly wrong? Has that ever happened to you guys? Have you guys ever tried to help a friend to move and you're lifting something heavy, you smash it on your foot? Yeah. It happens. It sucks, right? Yeah. Well, have you ever had 3 million people want your head on a silver platter? Have you ever made war veterans cry? No, I don't think you have. No, because your name's not Steve Bartman, everybody, okay? You can keep going here. 1908, when baseball was still hella racist, everybody. Yeah, I know. So back in the year 1908, the Cubs won the World Series. It was their very last one they ever won. It was the last championship they won. They didn't go on to win one for 108 years, okay? Just through happenstance. So fast forward to the year 1945. Okay. Still hella racist, baseball. They're working on it, though. A couple of years from being less racist. So in 1945, the Cubs did make it back to the World Series. And during the series, there was a tavern owner, the owner of the Billy Goat Tavern, was asked to leave the game because his pet goat was being disruptive to... Yeah, long before emotional support animals or any of that shit. Yeah. So the owner of the tavern decided to put a hex on the Cubs because he wouldn't let the... So an entire city was put under a weird Amish curse for 4 generations, okay? Yeah. It just seems like...
That's the best looking Amish dude I have ever seen.
That's the 1% of Amish. All right, you can keep going.
Yeah, man, he's got a goat. That's...
So for years, since 1945, just some tricky things have happened to lead the Cubs to not win a championship. To the left is the year 1962. They were a couple of games away from winning the World Series. Black Cat runs through the on-deck circle. I don't know what happens there. I had some facts. I'm really too high, you guys, to really hit you guys with some statistics. But they fucking lost, okay?
Got him.
So they were known as the lovable losers for about 50 years. But we're fast forward to the year 2003, okay? I'm sorry. Little sidetrack here. So the Cubs, so a lot of the fans embodied the lovable loser mentality as well. One of their super fans, kind of like one of their unspoken mascots, was a man by the name of Ronnie Woo Woo Wilkins. Who was a homeless man who Wickers? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know all these facts. Ronnie Woo Woo, okay? He was a homeless man who lived near Wrigley Field. That attendance was so bad that they just let this guy come in because he was so jazzed on the Cubs all the time. Yeah, right? Hell yeah. Yeah, he was essentially the fondue of Northside Chicago, you guys. Yeah, frickin' frack all around Wrigley Field. So, yeah, you can keep going. He was so popular. He was kind of a local legend of sorts. So much so that the news decided to give him a little shout out.
Great celebration. Can you give a woo-woo shout out to Allison Rosati and Warner Saunders?
Allison, Gonzalez, Waters, Allison,
It's been a long winter, man.
Gonzalez, Will.
Art Norman, shout out is.
Ronnie Woo Woo.
Ronnie Woo Woo doing his thing, yeah.
All right, so it was good times. Everybody had good times. So we're gonna fast forward to okay. Oh yeah. I don't know who he was talking about. I don't know if you guys know. Allison, who?
Can you give a woo-woo shout out to
You can go to the next one. All right, so fast forward to the year 2003. Okay, 2003 was a different year. The Cubs had hope. Okay, the Cubs hope. Oh, hope. Yeah. Hey, that fits the spirit, right? So 2003, different year. The Cubs had a new head coach. They had a new manager. Their pitching was lights out. Sammy Sosa wasn't yet an albino, so that was good. What else was going on? My mom was drinking less. My Nana was drinking more. So, everybody was in good spirits. Everybody was caught up in Cubby fever, okay? But as tragedy had to strike, the clock had to strike midnight at some point. So in Game 6 of the pennant race, the Cubs were 5 outs away from the World Series, going to their very first championship since 1945. Okay, and I don't know if you guys aren't familiar. This is my Exhibit A here.
Oh my God, what happened?
Fucking what an idiot.
Yo,
Hey,
left
no.
field, man.
Look, what one of 3 idiots reaching for the same ball? Yeah.
Oh, right? Yeah, no, he's doing what all of you assholes would do. Mob mentality. This is exactly why I'm telling this story tonight. Fits the description. Okay, so you guys saw it. 5 outs away from the World Series. A foul ball goes down the left field line. Moises Alou, the left fielder, tries to jump into the stands, tries to leap and make a catch. But a young, nerdy man with glasses, a cubby blue ball cap, and a Walkman reaches up and touches the ball, interfering with the play. Nerdy? Yeah. He was wearing a Walkman in a ball field, dude. Yeah, he's pretty hipster. That's what he was. But he did exactly what any 26-year-old diehard baseball fan and probably virgin would have done in that moment. Okay, you guys? Okay, and you guys saw the left fielder, Moises Alou. He was all up in arms. He was upset. He was causing a stink. But here's the thing. He peed on his hands before every game, so his feelings are invalid, okay?
I was about to say that.
That is why, he batted with bare hands for a reason. Yeah, Dominican.
Nobody.
I get it was for better grip on the bat, I guess. Old Dominican trick. Yeah.
Are you playing with us? Because I don't know baseball.
No, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't tell lies. So
one of us can only tell truths and one of us can only tell lies.
Best of both worlds.
You'll never get out of this room.
So where do I? Oh, Moises Alou peeing on his hands. Okay, so Steve Bartman reaches into the stand, reaches for the ball, and a series of mishaps. Right after that, the Cubs shortstop misses a routine ground ball. There's a wild pitch. The Marlins score 8 runs. They were down 3-0. They score 8 runs, 5 outs from being eliminated. They go on to win the game. They go on to win the next night because the entire fan base is completely deflated because they think the curse is rearing its ugly head and it's kicking again. What's up? Oh my God, you just spoiled everything. Nah. No, No, but I do think that this is hilarious that some people think that this is the worst thing to ever take place at a place where the men piss in horse stalls. I think that that's pretty great. So you can keep going a little forward here. Okay, so this is a pre-meme, actually. Pre-meme culture, right? Tickets to the Cubs game, $200. Chicago Cubs hat, $20. A 1987 Walkman. Fucking up your team's chances of winning a World Series, priceless. Vintage. Yeah. Like I said, he made war veterans cry, guys. Yeah. He wasn't alone that night, which I didn't know until I watched the documentary. You'd think because he's wearing a Walkman, he was all alone. But he had friends sitting a couple rows away from him. So he had to get escorted by security after a guy dumped a beer on his head. That was how that started to escalate. So, yeah, thank you. So security had to escort him to their office. And in the midst of that, his friends ditched him. His friends ditched him at the worst moment of his fucking life, dude.
No, the best moment for them to ditch him.
That is the best Irish goodbye in history, probably. We can move here.
Was a Walkman really just $10?
I had one when I was 6 years old, so I don't know. I didn't know money back then. So the whole 9 yards happened to this guy. The local media gave his name, his occupation, and showed his parents' house where he lived on camera, where police had to stake out 24/7 for about 2 weeks. Because he received death threats. They made merchandise. My uncle actually had a Steve Bartman plush toy that was hung by a string that he put in his rear view mirror.
Wow. That is...
And he didn't know why that was fucked up.
That is irresponsible.
That's how fucked up tribalism in sports is, you guys. That is how broken the city of Chicago is.
First and last name.
What's up?
What is your uncle's first and last name? I want a full fucking description. The car he drives.
Yeah.
When is he going east? Because I want to go west.
So he got a multitude of death threats. There was an SNL skit made about him. He had vitriol and hatred for men ages 18 to 95, which is 1.5 million people in Chicago in the year 2003. He is the most hated person in Chicago until Dave Matthews Band in probably like 2006, I think. I don't know.
Nailed it.
And he's, you know what? Bartman's still number one. Dave Matthews number two. You know what I mean, right? Huh? That's a poop joke.
Hi.
So just a little. You guys know? Okay. We're in the state capitol here. You guys know Rod Blagojevich? You guys know him? Yeah. Former disgraced Illinois governor claimed that Steve Bartman should put himself in witness protection.
Boy.
This is the same guy that sold Obama's Senate seat when he ran for president. What's up? Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a toupee. So the guy who's scalping government, I just thought, okay. So the actual guy who caught the foul ball, he's unnamed. He sold it to Harry Carey's restaurant in downtown Chicago, and the restaurant held a live demolition ceremony where they blew the ball up after treating it to a 5-star hotel stay complete with room service.
Whoa. So they treated it nice and then they blew it up?
And then they blew it up.
What?
As a ceremony. That's not all they did with the ball. This is about. I can't really explain this one. The video will do it more justice.
You know that ball that cursed the Cubs? It was destroyed, but its essence is still around, if you can believe it, and it's all available to be consumed. I mean, really consumed, like eat it. Yeah, delicious, yum yum, huh? Harry Carey's restaurant is taking the remnants of the cursed ball and turning it into marinara sauce? Mm-hmm. Well, the restaurant blew up the ball, then it had bits and pieces left kind of shredded. Couldn't resist feeding them to the customers, so they've been boiled in beer and vodka, leaving the essence of the curse for your pasta taste buds. Some say it tastes like Steve Bartman's mitt. By the way, proceeds will go to
Let's
the
get that guy to eat some baseball.
One thing. You're not going to have to tell your grandchildren about this ball.
All I heard was marinara.
That your grandchildren will still be going to events that Harry carries that are doing something with this ball.
All right.
Baseball is so, and she was a bad news anchor.
Yeah,
You guys hear about a baseball?
So I think you guys might all agree with me. After watching that video, I don't think we can make fun of fake witches anymore. I don't think that we can make fun of them for that. So wrapping it up, Steve Bartman, that is his one and only public appearance he has ever made in his life. His attorneys have spoke for him ever since. He's only made select public statements since that night. Like the lady in the audience did say, in 2016, the city was healed. They went on to win a World Series. No romantic comedy starring Jimmy Fallon or Drew Barrymore yet, though. Maybe in the works. I don't know. But Steve's fandom never dwindled. He lived in the city of Chicago, still lives there, and the organization brought him to the clubhouse the first game, opening day, after the championship, and they gave him a celebratory ring. So all's well that ends well for my man Steve Bartman. And that's where I'll end it.
That's wholesome. That's wholesome. Hell yeah. Any questions for Aaron?
Yeah, they had it off by 1 year. They were Back to the Future predicted 2015, and they got 2016. Oh yeah, absolutely.
They paid for it.
They paid
I guarantee.
for it. It is nursed in some Nona's cupboard somewhere, in Logan Square somewhere probably.
Any other questions for Aaron?
Wait, so did Bartman not catch the ball?
No.
I always assumed he just had the ball, and that's why everybody was pissed.
No, he and I don't know if you guys noticed, like from the footage, like he was like one of 7 people that went for that ball right there. Pick on the guy in the Walkman, probably. No, it was truly because the broadcast team just kind of like zeroed in on him, like
irresponsible media.
Yeah, smear campaign by the media. What's? It was I think it was like a WGN newscaster. Was the first one. Yeah, it was dropped.
Oh yeah, this was before doxing. Like they blew him the fuck up for no reason.
Yeah. No, he would have been. I mean, he still would have been murdered today.
He would have been crucified today.
Like, they call it the friendly confines. You guys, they call Wrigley Field the friendly confines. They would have destroyed this guy. They would have mauled him in the fucking streets.
I saw a hand go up in the back
corner. No.
Nope. Hell yeah, we took it away. We answered the question apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm actually not a Cubs hater though. I'm more of a historian than anything. I just think it's a great story. Yeah, if you guys want more on it, ESPN Catching Hell is the name of the documentary. It's really fucking awesome. So, all right, that's the ball game.
Oh yeah, that's Aaron Clark. Make some noise.